Hello, Lane Staley. I have no idea. Probably some kind of a curse or spell or something. That used to happen to me a long time too. It was some kind of a demonic church cult or something put a curse on my music or something. It happens. But you might want to talk to the guitarologist, Brad. He might be able to help you and find out why your amp is cutting in and out. Check for a ground and check to make sure the back of your speaker wire is connected all the way. That happened to me once when you would hit a chord, it would you would hear it, but then it would cut out. Why? Well, because the speaker connection cable was loose, and it was making contact when you first hit the cord, but it would vibrate and shake it loose, and it would cut out. If it ain't that, if it ain't a ground or a loose wire connection, then I probably would talk to the guitarologist, Brad. He's pretty good at that stuff. I think what they're doing is dry runs where they're interfering with our internet, and that's because they're probably trying to put a hit out on some of those. So, in order to do that, they would have to jam your signal. I know Messenger has been messing up a lot lately, almost like it won't let you in or something. Now, I don't know if that's because either somebody is trying to get into the server, into Messenger, hack your messages, whatever it may be, private messages, photos, whatever, and or it could be some of these guys are hitmen, which it's been on YouTube for a while. They operate through the internet, and they either hack and shut down your system, so therefore you can't call the police. So the only thing you got left to do is you got to shoot it out with them, right? Because they can only jam the signal for so long before the internet system figures out that something's going on. Someone's jamming a signal. So a lot of crazy stuff going on YouTube tonight. So, and that's why a lot of these big dudes don't use internet. They don't use the internet, like Trump don't use the internet. A lot of these big guys don't use the internet because it is a way for them to get information, whatever it may be. I mean, depending on who it is, right? The higher up you are, the more intel you have, probably with the government stuff. The more they try and get on some idiot on disability like me, dumber than a doornail. If they're lucky, they might have some photos of me or something, or hacked into my Facebook and got maybe family photos or something. But nothing major, right? But being that I do movies and I come up with all these skits and all this stuff, some idiot out there probably thinks they're going to make a lot of money off of me or something, but probably not. Oh, she's going off grid. You go, girl. You go, girl. Yeah, I agree with Debbie. If you have a family and a man, and that's all you really need, Debbie, then go off grid, right? If you got your kids and your man with you, that's all you need. Go off grid. I would. Who cares about the rest of the world, right? If you have your family and your companion or partner or whatever, it don't bother me. Now, if I had classified information, I'm not worried about some modeling photos or nude photos. Sure, they can try and blackmail me, but eventually they'll get to them. A lot of stuff going on. If you watch a lot of these YouTube channels, how are these people getting this information? They're showing other people's messages. How are they getting them messages? I would imagine they're probably hacking Messenger or something and getting messages. And then the next thing you know, it ends up on YouTube, right? I see that all the time in this drama, crime, or whatever it is. The sound cuts out on what? What's he talking about on his amp? I don't know. You might lose speaker wire. Maybe a ground wire. Maybe a capacitor going bad. Or a transistor. Maybe it wasn't you that knew how to play guitar and everything. It was someone else. I don't know. There's crazy stuff. That's happened to me before. I thought I knew a song, and then I didn't know the song. It's horrible. I don't know. Maybe a spirit, a jinn, I don't know, demonic. No, I don't have any demons. I didn't send them out west. They sent them here to me. I've been demonically attacked all day. It was going good. This afternoon was good. I got some work done this afternoon. Debbie, is my voice cutting in and out every 80 seconds? I'll ask Debbie the mod. Can you hear me? my back, my neck. Let me see what's going on. Lane says, always about you, right? No, not about me. Lane's amp is, oh, I wasn't sure if he was, I was just checking to make sure my volume was okay. I think he wanted your advice. I was giving him my advice. I told him to check the back of the speaker to make sure his connections were good. Make sure if he's using an effects pedal that the battery is good in the effects pedal. Check them two things. If it's not that, check. You'd have to take the amp, the part of the amp, the head out of the cabinet, and you'd have to make sure and check to see if the ground was tight. And if it ain't them three easy fixes, then get a hold of the guitarologist, Brad, and talk to him. He might be able to help you out and fix it. It might be a fuse. It could be something simple. If not, take it to your local Sweetwater and they'll figure it out. Now, I told him that. Why is everybody sending this evil to Johnny? To John? That's me, John. You know, I was listening to Willie Tees tonight. There was a guy on there playing acoustic. He sounded good, but he practically played my whole YouTube channel, every song cover. You know what song I've been loving recently? Five Blood by Pete Townsend. Gilmore played on it. You need delay on it. Are you using an effects pedal right now? Because if you're using an effects pedal right now, Lane, then there's a good chance your battery's going dead in your effects pedal. I'm trying to help Debbie. I'm trying to help the kid. There's only so much I can do. My hands are tied. I'm disabled, dummy. Everybody, I'm the one everybody makes a buck off of. Too stupid to do anything. I got my finger on the button, but I have a heart. I have a conscience. I don't know. It's unreal. Who cares, right? As long as everyone's views are up and everybody's sounding good and playing good and subs are up and everything, who cares what little Johnny wants, needs. No, I sound like crap. Well, somebody took the old mojo. Maybe it was the devil. I'm not sure. I don't know. Lately the whole world's been coming down me and mine and my family for no reason. And then it ends up, oh, mistaken identity. Oh, sorry. Oh, sounds like a civil lawsuit. Oh, it sounds like a medical lawsuit. You got to sue them. Oh, well. Meanwhile, our lives are being wrecked by YouTubers. Our private life is being infringed on. All of our rights and everything. And then I watch these old time veterans sit there and cry. How can this be happening to our families and our country? We fought for the freedoms and everything. I feel for them. I almost cried myself. I don't know how this is happening to us. I don't know why. But I can tell you this much. We got the short end of the stick. No, I don't know, Debbie. I'm talking in general how these hackers on YouTube work. I'm talking in general. I don't know. I don't care if anybody stole my private conversations. Most of the conversations I make up because I know the government watches everything. These hackers. If it ain't the government, it's these hackers, lawbreakers, or whatever. Other countries, whatever. In general. It's nothing to keep me out of the Oval Office. Living in Indiana is like living in the jungle. If you're a law abiding citizen, you got to worry about your own police departments. You got to worry about the rampant, rabid religions, secret societies, cults. It's a zoo living in Indiana. Most of you people wouldn't survive in Chicago or Indiana. You probably would live in Michigan. They're kind of soft up there now. They legalized cannabis, so nobody has got time for crime. Right? They're all, I don't know, it's just crazy thinking. That's all. Just me expressing my thoughts. Um, but yeah. You know, they always try and set up the people. I'm telling you, it's pretty tough living out here. No, Debbie, you should stay where you're at. I know you were looking so much forward to come stay in here, but it's too rough up here for you. It's too crazy. It's bad enough you got to watch out for the bad guy, but when you got to start watching out for the government and the bad guys and because they'll try and set you up for anything. They'll try and, especially if you're running for office or saying you're going to run for presidency. I mean, this is serious stuff. I wish I could joke about it, but that is the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. Always trying to set somebody up, always trying to beat somebody to the punch. Their main targets are the weak, stupid, old, disability, heart lovers or whatever, romantics or whatever. Yeah, it's just horrible. It's horrible. It's too rough up there for you, though. This is the jungle out here. I'm just looking out for you. You know, a lot of people, the Frenchman, too rough. It's too rough for you. Sorry, but it's just too rough. No, what was I going to say? Oh, the Frenchman, the crazy Dutchman. I mean, crazy Dutchman wanted to come to America. I would think twice, kid. They'll eat you up and spit you out. Dangerous. Very dangerous. I laugh in the face of danger. Not this danger. This is too much for you, little lady. You just stay home on the couch or plow the fields. I don't want you to be in any kind of. I'll handle this. No, I know. You were looking for Silver to come chill with the Johnny. I was looking forward to it. Just let the alien beam me up. This is more uglier than any alien. That's the least of our troubles is the aliens, which we are the aliens. She laughs in the face of danger. What a strong lady. What a strong lady. All right, get your stuff and come on up here, bud. You're taking your own life when you risk. You're taking your own life at risk when you. This is the zoo. It's the jungle, Debbie. Didn't you listen to Guns N' Roses? You know where you are? No, I have no idea, but it looks pretty bad and ugly and scary. You're in the jungle, baby. Oh my God, I thought it was in the U.S. We don't have jungles. You're going down. Oh my God, this is horrible. The Lion King Simba said that. I usually fart in the direction of danger. We got all these people with hot phones. Some people got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 phones, 8 accounts, fake accounts. I'm telling you, this is Desert Storm all over, baby. Cracking the bed, man. Desert Storm all over. But what was shocking to me is the women are just as crazy as the men. Some of the women got 10, 12 accounts. And I think some of these dudes are women because these dudes can't be dudes because there ain't no dude that could drive me crazy. But a woman will drive me absolutely batty. I'm telling you, I don't know. It's crazy. Hello, Miss ATS News. Great live tonight. It was a great live. I'm sorry, I was in and out of your live because I was also modding tonight. It's Wednesday night. Usually you go live on Thursday nights and Friday. So I had a mod at two places tonight at the same time. I had to mod at the guitar channel. What's your fault? What did you do now, Miss ATS News? No, you can't use. You can't use. I've heard it before, Miss ATS News, by pregnant women. I don't know what I did wrong. My body chemistry is off because I'm pregnant. No, we can't use it. What did you do? I came in late, so I didn't know it wasn't cool to disparage Chris. Chris McDowell is a good dude. I've been in his chat for a long time, since the Summer Wilson. Actually, no, it was before Summer Wilson. It was Maverick, a guy Chris McDowell was looking for, a YouTuber or a social media guy named Maverick Matt or Matthew. That the lady that was on Chris McDowell's channel killed her daughter. I've been watching Chris McDowell for a long time. He used to be a regular on the Labs, Josh's. On Josh's channel. Deaf Debbie. He's got to go to court soon, I'm pretty sure. Debbie is deaf? Deaf Debbie. Can you hear me, Debbie? Debbie, when did she go deaf? Maybe from the tornado, the wind. Could have collapsed her eardrum. That happens in tornadoes. Debbie, can you hear me? I'll try sign language. Maybe she can hear me. Did you hear that? The sign language worked. It worked. Debbie, when did you go deaf? ever since you became a mod here, because you never answered me with anything. My life depended on it. She'd be like, I'm doing laundry. That's right. I still love her. But the sign language works, so I know she must be partially deaf because a tornado, when that wind sucks or blows, it'll blow your eardrums out. I might have to get closer to the mic and speak up. Put your hearing aid in, Debbie. All right. Do you need me to use sign language again? This house breeds with the storms. I don't think it's the storms there, little lady. I think it might be something demonic. Oh, hello, Miss Kelt. How you doing? And me too, what, Miss Kelt? Oh, I was just sitting here explaining about all the bad stuff that's been going on. While we're alive, little Debbie might be deaf. If you look up in the comments, Miss ATS News called her Deaf Debbie. So she might have lost her hearing. Thank God she's alive, but at least she might have lost her hearing. Put your lips in the camera. Oh, you read lips. I don't know. I thought you'd read hand signals. That's I can see from Johnny. I don't know what she's talking about. She might have gone deaf and dumb or mute. She might be mute. A tornado will do that to you. It's very stressful being in a tornado. It'll blow your eardrums out and it'll drive you crazy. She can use her hands too. Oh, you want me to go ahead and hand signal her? She can't hear yet. All right. All right. I'm fine. Thanks, Kel. Oh, Lane Staley's. Thank God he's alive. His amp's cutting in and out every 80 seconds. Intervals. Cutting out in intervals. Oh my God. For you folks that are just joining us, Debbie Fox was in a high wind area down south. And it was like a tornado. She had trees down or whatever, but she might have lost her hearing because Miss ATS News is now saying she's Deaf Debbie. And she couldn't hear me until I used hand signals. And then she posted in her, yes, I can hear you. Oh my God, hear me. And I was like, okay, all right, now we're getting somewhere. I'll just say hello to her. Hello, Debbie. Yes, Debbie. Yes. Yes. Yes, that's the signal for love in hand signal. Or is it hand signaling? Is that what they call it? I think it's the signal of love. Yes, we love you here, Debbie. That's a finger in a hole. I think that is signing for love. I love you. Yes, I think so. We love all you ladies. This is for you deaf women out there. I don't know if you can see that. That's that's the signal of love. No, we're just sitting around, Kel. Miss Celt, we're just sitting around having fun, talking about crime, uh, what these bad guys do, how we, how us law-abiding citizens have to worry about the bad guys, but also the government and religions and everything. It's just horrible. Yes, that's signal for love, Debbie. That's a signal. Hand sign of love. Finger in a hole, in and out. That means love. So I love all of you. Rimming makes me think of Nikki. Nobody's rimming. Nobody's rimming here. Oh my God. Yes, Miss Colt. I mean Miss Celt. I called her Colt. Colt 45. Yes, I'm trying. I'm learning as I go. If it wasn't for Debbie becoming deaf, I guess she turned deaf. I don't know. Ask Miss ATS News. I don't know. She keeps calling her Deaf Debbie. DEF Debbie. Deaf Debbie. And I believe it with that kind of air pressure and all the winds. Very possible. Very possible. She hunts us everywhere we go. She haunts us every. I don't know. Miss ATS News, something's been going on. I think somebody is using witchery, sorcery, demonic stuff or something. Stealing. I feel like my soul is gone. Ling Staley keeps coming in here saying, "Is that Savannah? Is that Savannah?" I'm looking all over. Where? Waiting for some tiny foot little lady to spring out on me, steal my soul. Heartless. Feel heartless. Like I got no heart. It's just I don't know what it is. Like I don't know. Then Lane Staley said someone was my cousin that I was interested in, right? Talking all sexy. My cousin, I almost vomited that night. Wah! I mean, I can't put up much more with this madness. This is Illuminati crap. This is what these Illuminatiists do, right? They try and make you think you're with a family member or something. Now I need to do a family tree just to date women in America. I can't do this no more. This is killing Johnny. Two worlds colliding. It's just killing me. It's just killing me. I can't. No, Lane, you messed with my head too much. I was trying to help you with your app. I was trying to tell you check your battery and your foot pedal. Check the speaker connections in the back of the app. And check your ground. If it ain't that, then you either got a capacitor going bad or some kind of transistor or something out of my reach right now. I can't fix it from here. I wouldn't want to fix it. I can't do nothing anymore. I'm on the brink of madness. Teeter tottering back and forth. It's just demonic. No, Celt, I'm not okay. I don't know, Mrs. Celt. Somebody I think is using me as a toy and not a good toy. I don't mind being used as a toy for a woman that I'm madly in love with, but just for anybody to come along and no, I don't. It's just. Let me see what Miss ATS News said. Johnny, drive there and check it out. Drive where? Where do you want me to drive to? Do you need anything? Yes. Yes, I do need things, Kel. I'm a man. I keep all these things bottled up. Very, very stressed, very angry, very. Blah. Yes, there's things I need. I'm a man. What do you want? I need a lot of things. I could use money. Who can? I could use peace, sanctuary, a good woman. Did that ever cross any of your minds? No, not once. You all got yours. When am I going to get mine? Let me make sure. I meant, does Miss Debbie need anything? Debbie, when are you people going to care about me? Debbie is not the leader of this band. Debbie is not. This is horrible. Here I am suffering, and they're worried about death. Debbie, who can't even hear what we're saying right now because she's deaf. Let me send a little hand signal to all yous. There you go. Sit on that and twist. I gotta make some tea. Earthquake. Earthquake. Son of a. All right, let's get back to business. Don't stand too close to the fire. See, we care about you. Oh, rise. What are you, ladies and gentlemen? I know you might all be men dressed up as women, a bunch of transistors. I no, you've all drove me completely bat crap crazy. Let me see what else they're saying. I am okay, Kelt. It didn't shut my electric off for 2 days, or it did shut my electric off for 2 days. Thank you for asking. Then Debbie laughs her butt off. Then Debbie says, "Oh, Johnny, I've heard that before, Debbie. This is Illuminati crap. You're welcome. I could order something off Amazon if anything was destroyed." You believe this shit? You believe this? A little bit of wind, a couple trees down, and they're already Kelt's got a Amazon account for. I'm on the brink of madness, losing my mind, and these people, did they ever send me anything from Amazon? Nothing. They've been. I've been in the crime sector. I've known Kelt for I don't know how many years. Did they ever ask me for anything? Do I need anything? Not a dang thing. They don't. This is unreal. No, no. You people are illuminimists. That's what you folks are. No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna have some tea. Not once did any of these people. Johnny, can I get you something? Maybe a beef sandwich. Can I get you maybe a something off of Amazon or something to ease the pain? Maybe a sex toy or something. Nope. Debbie has a little bit of wind, and they're and already Amazon list is being made. I am an illusionist. I don't care what you folks are anymore. Get my tea. Yeah, I'm gonna have some tea and calm down. You people really got me on the edge. Oh, look at Debbie. I'm crying. Oh, yeah, just live it up so you get some more Amazon presents from Kel. I'm crying right now. I know. Now, here we go. It's the smallest violin. Unbelievable. Oh, I can't do this no more. I'm going to sing you a little song, Debbie. No, I've never seen pimpin' poopin' videos before. Anymore. What kind of people watch pimpin' poopin' videos? I don't know. But my deaf wife, my deaf cat wife Debbie, she can never hear me. But it's funny how she can hear everybody else. I wish I could understand. Stigmata, stakama, sakakate. Means I love you in a handsome. I just wish they would all turn themselves in, Kel. Debbie's, look at little Debbie's laughing her butt off. And that's the thing. These women today, they just shed a little tear, and the next thing you know, the checkbook's open. Oh, now ATS is laughing her butt off. Yes, Kel, my daughter calls boobs bee-boo. Debbie posted a sandwich in my chat and said, "Here's a sandwich, Johnny." Gee, thank you, Debbie. It'd be nice if you made me one in real life instead of an emoji. Oh, wait, no, Debbie's crying. Oh, my God, here we go. Now she's laughing. I just realized something. I don't do anything right. I'm not funny. I'm not good at anything. I'm boring. I say stupid stuff. I let people walk all over me. I farted accidentally on camera once. I say things that I shouldn't say. I should keep my opinions to myself, but I don't. I'm going bald. I'm getting older. Everything's gone south. Teeth are falling out. Got nothing left. Ain't got nothing left to live for. This dang demon has trespassed on everyone that I cared about and has wrecked everything in my life, taken everything I've ever worked and had. Been told I was an idiot all my life. Yes, see? Even Kelt said, oh, bald. I draw the line at bald. She draws the line at bald. It's tough for us balding men, older men. It's tough for us. We once were stallions, but we pissed off the wrong people, and now we look like gargoyles. It is tough. I understand how a lot of these guys that are big dogs have to pay to be with a woman, a lady of the night. I never had to do that. I was a good looking dude, but I pissed off the wrong high echelons, and now I look like Shrek. Go figure. No, I will not show Celt the mask. No, I will not keep doing this to myself. No, I'm making a stand against you, Debbie Fox. NATS News. Lynn Staley says, in altered Commonwealth. Show that freaking mess. No. No, I will not, Debbie. I'm tired of wasting my time, my love, my thoughts, my good jokes on people that just don't appreciate it no more. Kelt says, Link Staley, my battery is charging. Shrooms would be so nice. Will you guys quit talking about drugs in my chat? My God. No shrooms. Shrooms are bad for you. Is Cult a man or a dude? It's after 12, Johnny. Yeah, so shrooms are natural. Shrooms are bad for you. My God, what am I created? What have I created, God? What have these people done? Let me see. Oh, here comes Miss ATS News. They're using them for medical purposes now. Oh, I didn't know. I still can't tell you to go ahead and shroom your brains out on my channel. It's against YouTube policies. Maybe later I'll show you the mask. But if I show you the mask, you'll just take a photo of it and spread it all over YouTube and say, oh, this is Johnny Mask. Play with my heart and no, I will not play guitar in the mask, yeah. I can only be Jigsaw in a certain time of year. No one knows my pain behind the mask. No one knows my pain behind the mask. But if I showed you what I had to do to make sure my country was safe from you, then you know why I have to wear the mask. So let's get back to what I was talking about. What are we dealing with on YouTube? You know, it's funny because I listen to some of these people on YouTube. Like I listen to some of these creators that injected themselves in the cases like Delphi. And I happened to see one of Greeno's videos, and he was talking about some of these people deserved what they got or whatever. What did he mean by that? What did he mean by that? That was very interesting when he said that in that video. That some of these people deserved to die. Some of these YouTubers or whatever that were attacking them. And that made me think. That was very interesting. What were these people doing? It was very crazy, very crazy stuff. But now I go back and listen to some of these other YouTubers and how their channels were getting taken over, or somebody was hacking, or a rogue mod or whatever. It was very interesting. Was it? Was it? Why would he even say that? Right? Why would they even say that? That was very, very interesting. You know, I've been watching a lot of stuff on FBI, CIA, and other branches of the government. Is it possible to drive somebody absolutely crazy? Is it possible to turn somebody into a killer mentally with drugs and techniques? And that's another thing I'm going to be touching base on, is why I wanted the United States government to come in with the cannabis, is so it's tested. We're getting a lot of complaints from people flipping out or whatever. They're trying to figure out what could be going on. Could it be the cannabis? Well, if you got a couple rogue people, not every cannabis store is ran by legit people. And if you get a rogue person in there and they start tampering with the merchandise or cannabis, could they slip something in to somebody's stuff? Yeah, that's why when you run a cannabis place, it's got to be under the scope. You got to watch. You got to have cameras everywhere. You got to watch everybody. See, if the government came in, then that means certain branches of government would come in and they would test everything and make sure the American people are getting cannabis, nothing other than high grade cannabis that has not been tampered with, any pesticides, any kind of chemicals, any kind of hallucinogens, anything. It would have to be tested professionally, professional labs, professional scientists, to make sure that the American people are protected. And you know, I'm on the fence with the government. I agree with the government on a lot of stuff, but I disagree with the government on a lot of stuff. If it wasn't for the government making it mandatory that we needed polio shots and all this stuff before we went to school, most of the people in America would have been probably dead or suffered from polio, measles, and all kinds of stuff. So, can somebody explain to me how they're so bad, but yet they're saving Americans? I don't know. It's pretty crazy. So, in order for it to be done professionally, to where the people that work there, their backgrounds are checked. I mean, you don't want somebody that's a chemist and that has a grudge against somebody working for a cannabis store. Next thing you know, you got people dying or flipping out or whatever, and they can't figure out what's going on. So I know government federally regulated it and stepped in. Then uh, it would all be tested properly. Now, does the government have to step in and do that? No. You would need people that are legit businessmen and not cartels or madmen or whatever. So it's a catch 22. I mean, cannabis helps millions and millions of people. Uh, and I'm on board with that. If it can heal people and keep people sane, right? Now, a lot of people right now, what are they doing that are on cannabis? Most of them are at home, already passed out, or on the couch, chilling or something. They're not out in society uh, wreaking havoc, right? They're probably passed out, sleeping, or whatever, chilling. Well, everybody pockets the money, even the state. Your state is now getting most of the money. Now, whether the state has to pay taxes to the federal government on that, I don't know. Probably. I imagine the federal government somewhere is getting their money. I disagree, Johnny. We legalized weed and car accidents have gone up. I don't know if it's because of the weed or is it these people drinking or I don't know. I mean, you're right, Kel, but it's just like alcohol, right? You have to be a legal age to buy it, and you can't drink and drive. It would be the same thing with cannabis. You would you would be allowed only so much cannabis before you are determined or over the limit to be driving. They show. Let me see what ATS is saying. This show I'm watching is all sex. I don't have sex. I think it is. Sex was my friend. We have no breathalyzers for weed. No, they have other tests for weed. They could tell right away if you're on something. It's just how much. It would be just like alcohol. Uh, you'd be allowed some, but usually people that is doing weed, unless you're in a gang or bad guys are driving around on the streets smoking dope in the cars. But grown adults usually are just sitting at home with either the kids in bed and they smoke it to relax, or they're at home relaxing. They're not out driving around late at night. They're not out and, you know, some of the most powerful men, some of the most biggest geniuses in the world were cannabis smokers at one time. Well, a lot of people don't even smoke it. A lot of people buy the edibles, the incredible edibles. I'm just saying we have to be careful if we're going to do this. We have to be adults about it. You know, there's new cannabis out now that the cartels are creating that is more addictive than crack. Well, if we're going to be adults about this and law abiding citizens and legalize it, then we have to make sure that cannabis don't get mixed up with cannabis in the dispensaries. And I know a lot of people give me crap about that, but I'm like, hey, listen, if you want the federal government on board, if you want the people on board with this whole legalization of cannabis, and I think it should be legalized, it's not as bad as what they made it out to be. Maybe in very, very high doses, it becomes a hallucinogen. But normal people don't smoke that high of doses. So it does more good than bad. But if you're going to be adult about it, if you're going to be professional about it, if you're going to be government about it, then you got to make sure that the customer and the American citizen is protected against this cartel cannabis. That's a cannabis, real cannabis, is not. It's not addicting that away. Why these people are killing people for cannabis is the money, not the drug, because they need it to survive. It's not. It's not an addictive drug. Does that make sense to anybody? Bueller, Bueller, First Amendment addiction, audit, auditors who stand outside and video the weed stores. I don't know. I'm just saying, as citizens, as a community, it's got to be legit. It's got to be a legit business. Just like if you were selling cars, if you were a doctor or worked at a store, food, whatever. I'm all for legalizing it. We got more worse stuff to be going after than cannabis that we should be stopping. Can we stop it? No. But alcohol kills more than cannabis, folks. You are not normal. I agree 100% with you, Debbie. I'm still trying to figure out what you are. Very interesting. Very interesting. Lane Staley, dang. I never seen that. Why do they do that? Johnny weed is legal everywhere except for places no one cares about, like Indiana. Well, it's been on the news. They're talking about legalizing it. There's talk about it. I know they've raised the. It's not a. You're allowed so much before it becomes a felony out here now. They did change that, but there has been talk about legalizing it. But even then, you still have to watch. You have to be professional. You have to be professional. You weigh everything up in front of people, unless you can trust them. But you got to be professional about it. I went and checked out this one place out in Michigan, way up in Michigan, uh, and it ran like a doctor's office. I went and checked it out. It was the big talk when they first opened up. I just wanted to see what it was all about. But they were very professional. Everybody wearing gloves, wearing masks. The head honcho had the white lab jacket on. Uh, that's the guy. The white lab jacket is the guy that tests everything that comes in. It was pretty professional. It was pretty professional. Cameras everywhere. Uh, yeah. One place was right across the street from the police station in Michigan. So I wouldn't check it out. NYC, there's a dispensary every corner. Probably. Is it legal? Indiana. I think my internet's messing up. Well, Miss Kelt's got a good point there, right? The world's coming to an end. Everybody go get stoned or whatever. Or something's going on big and they all want us to be stoned. Well, I got news for you, government stoner. You would never be able to get me that stoned. Well, you probably would be able to get me that stoned if they have. I hear they have some real high potent stuff these days. Probably knock you right out. But other than that, I would never be too stoned to see that the world has gone crazy. Oh, Debbie, I see you got your hearing back. Can you hear me, Debbie? Debbie, can you hear me? I cut coffee and smoking weed because baby, obviously. You can hear me, thank God. All glory goes to God. She was deaf. They all were calling her deaf Debbie. Now she can hear, thank God. And she said because the only reason she can hear is because she's stoned. Oh my God. Amen. Amen. All glory goes to God. Amen. Yeah, deaf Debbie. She couldn't hear. Remember, I was asking her all kinds of questions, and ATS News came in and said, "Oh, deaf Debbie." She must have lost her hearing in the great earthquake or tornado or whatever. Much love. Oh, what's going on with Kel? We are going to watch Escape from New York. Oh, that was a great movie. That was a great movie. Oh, was that Kurt Russell? Oh, Snake Plissken. That was a great movie. Great movie. Some smoke and drink coffee pregnant. Well, some do. And the kids come out just fine. As you can tell, my family didn't do that. As you can tell by me, if, Kel, Miss Kel, Mr. Kel, have a good time watching Escape from New York. And then you need to watch To Live and Die in LA. That was a great movie, too. And then, if you like Kurt Russell, you got to watch him play Elvis. Uh, he was a great Elvis impersonator. And Big Trouble in Little China. That was a good one. I also liked his role in Overboard with Goldie Hawn, uh, where she falls over and hits her head, and he acts like they've been married. I'm gonna try that on one of these beautiful women that have amnesia. I'm gonna get me a wife, the old-fashioned way, the Kurt Russell way. Honey, we've been married for 10 years. Then watch The Gang of New York. Oh, I haven't seen The Gangs of New York. Oh, wait. Maybe I did. Was that with DiCaprio? Or Louis DiCaprio? Debbie? I think it was. I think it was The Gangs of New York. I think that was with Louis DiCaprio. Yeah, that was. I've seen some. I think I've seen that movie. It was pretty good. Where he falls in love with the one girl. There's always a love story in there. There's always a love story somewhere in there. A massage in the back of my neck. It's killing me. Ah, I got a knot. Using a massager. Oh, It does feel good, though, I do have to say. Feels pretty good. Hello. Bob the Butcher? No, I never seen that one, Debbie. Oh, it feels good on the forehead, temples. Oh wait, Bob the Butcher was that the guy that wore that real tall hat like Abe Lincoln, Debbie? Who was the leader of the club? Ah, yeah, so he was the leader. Yeah. I think vibrated my brain. Oh my god. Daniel Day Lewis, yeah, that was a good movie too. I agree. Cameron Diaz. Lame, I thought you were leaving. I want to watch movies. The worst Kurt Russell movie. Which one was that? I don't know. He's a pretty good actor. He was in a lot of good movies. Heck, wasn't he in? Oh, that was Celt. Yeah, you're right. Uh, wasn't that? Wasn't he in the Expendables? I believe he was in that movie with Stallone. Was it the Expendables or the Untouchables? I think it was the Untouchables. Yeah, he was in Tombstone too. Backdraft. He's in a lot of good movies. He did play a pretty good Elvis, though. I do have to admit, he did play a pretty good Elvis. He's been in a lot of films. Tombstone was pretty good. Backdraft was pretty good too. What other movie did he played in? One other movie where his wife was kidnapped. They were on vacation. He was in another movie where he was on vacation with his wife and someone kidnapped his wife. That was a great movie too. Breakdown. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Where his wife was kidnapped from him. They were on vacation. That was a really cool movie too. Yeah, he's married to Goldie Hawn, I think. Yeah, Overboard was pretty funny. But he was also in that one movie. I forget the name of it. Maybe Lane Staley just said it. Maybe it was Breakdown. I think that was the name of the Breakdown, where they broke down or something, and he went to go get help, and he left his wife with the car. And when he got back, she was gone. She got kidnapped by some trucker. It was a really freaky movie. It was really cool. I forget the name of what was it called? Breakdown, Lane Staley. You have the same taste in movies as Levine. I notice you've been busting balls lately, Lane Staley. Now I could take a lot of things in this world, but when you start comparing me to the great Swami, Dave Levine, I'm looking for my gun right now. I'm gonna put a hole in my own head. I need more tea. Oh, I gotta make another tea. Lane Staley, will you quit acting like you don't like Dave Levine? I'm starting to think you're in love with him. You're always at his channel, and all you talk about is Dave, 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 Dave. Yes was my kiss. I like Yes. I've been around and round, just like the way that I get about. I mean, they got a couple great songs. I had no idea. I was watching a thing today on Cozy Powell. I had no idea that he was in some of the bands. And my God, that dude was in a band. He was in all kinds of bands. Some some of the biggest bands in the world. Well, it was a concept. Yes was a concept, like the Pink Floyd, like Tommy the Who. I always thought that Yes was like a concept band, like a you had to listen to the whole record to get the whole thing, the whole illusion, the whole delusion, the whole mystical Pori tour or whatever. Never was a fan of Kiss personally. Kiss, I covered a couple Kiss songs on my channel. I covered Sailor's Only Daughter by Kiss. Red Sailor's Only Daughter, too proud to be. I covered that song on my channel. It's on my channel. Too proud to be a queen. Red. My tea's done. Oh, gotta get my tea out of the microwave. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting the life sucked out of me. Hey, if you want to listen to somebody talk about Kiss Lame Staley, go to Ralph's channel, Almost Human. You'll love that channel. Ralph covers just about all the stuff. Well, he don't cover it. He compares records. It's a pretty good channel. He compares Kiss records to other Kiss records. He compares other metal bands to other metal bands, Zeppelin to another record, whatever. Pretty good channel. If I don't respond, I fall asleep. That's okay. I have that effect on women and people. I kind of put the world to sleep. It's getting late though. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Papa's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, yes it won't. Better go out and get one that will. sleep. Sleep and dream. Sleep, sleep. But first, take the corned beef sandwich out your mouth. Choke on it like Mama Cass. Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. 'Cause sleep is good for you. It makes you not act like a fool. 'Cause when you don't sleep, you act like an idiot to me. So sleep. You know, I think some of these people have made themselves look guilty saying that I sent my evil out west. I think people have been sending me evil. That's what I think's been going on. And they've been trying to say I'm doing it. I love California. Why would I be sending California evil? I don't know how to send evil. Can someone fill me in how to send evil? Is anybody even here? I don't know. They've all gone deaf. I gotta use sign. I gotta use sign language for all of them. Oh, God. All right, folks. It's been a great night. We got a lot accomplished. I'm glad that we came to this conclusion. Um, has anyone got any questions? Anybody? No questions. Everybody must be sleeping. Or they're all playing death again. It's funny how that disease is going around called selective hearing. It's a horrible disease. It's taken over America. It's called selective hearing. Are you kids all okay? My God, they're all shrooming, I guess. They were talking about shrooms earlier. They could all be shrooming. Same colors and everything. Colors. I was watching that documentary on Cozy Powell, and I think he died and lost his life the same way that the drummer of Def Leppard almost died. They both were thrown from a car at high speeds in their home country of England or whatever it was, London. And within a matter of time span, that happened to the drummer of. I think he died in '86. Was it Cozy Powell? I think '86 or '80. All right, we were at 2 hours on the end of this video now. It's almost 1:30 in the morning. You folks all have a good night. Be safe. God bless. Don't do too many of them shrooms that you kids are talking about. Don't drink too much. And God bless and be safe. And don't do too many drugs. They're not good for you. High doses. God bless you. Have a good night. Thank all the mods for being here and trolls and other people. All glory goes to God. Amen. Have a good night.